What up, Dokkaners? The best new event in the celebration is here, the link level boosted training in the clouds event. If you guys might have seen my video a couple days ago when we had Dokkan Special Day, this was your chance to link level up your Goku Black Rose clones. You might not have had enough time to do it. Maybe you were busy with work, sleep, school, whatever. You couldn't put as much time into link leveling up those characters. This right here is the perfect opportunity to not only boost up those free-to-play characters, but any other characters whose links you might be focused on trying to max out. The benefit with this event is that during this whole celebration, from the 16th all the way until the 11th of August, which is basically the end of the celebration, you will be able to run this boosted stage, which is basically the Roshi event, and it's not limited to once or twice. It is unlimited. You can do this as much as you want during this period. It'll cost you a lot of stamina, but you can boost up the links of your characters at a much easier clip. So if there are other characters out there who you are trying to get big bad bosses maxed out for, this is the event to do it. If you have new characters for newer teams that you want to try out, but you want those links to be maxed out to give yourself more ki, more synergy, this is the time to do it. So anytime you have spare stamina and you want to do something during the celebration, go do this. Quickly, again, the math on this, I'm not going to go over the whole theory again, but this is the spread right here in the middle. So the chances of a 9 to a 10 is at 2.1%. This is light years better than what it normally is on quest modes, which is like 1 point something, 1.1. This is literally twice as good. Yeah, it's still not very high, but that's ultimately the point. Between this and these link level boosted stages that you have access to up to 3 times every 7 days with the limited amount of blue keys that you have, your link leveling experience is going to be much better. So what I would recommend you guys do is, if you've got those blue keys, a good way to tackle this is to use this stage. Actually, what you can do is use for like level 1s and 2s. If you want to do like a quest stage to get more runs out of your stamina consumption, you could do some of the older quest stages. But then when you go into the training in the clouds, all of your links will get to like 8s or 9s. If you can get them all to 8s or 9s, you could then take those teams into whatever boosted stages you want to do. I did a whole video talking about which ones are better. TLDR, the best stage would be this King Kai one. You have 42, which is the link level rate. That's very good. It applies to any character. Same with stage 1 of the Paths of Good and Evil. Price of admission is pretty high. It costs you 25 keys per access on this one, 23 for this one. And when you get down here, these are category specific. I wouldn't recommend these, but you know what? If you're working on certain big bad boss characters that are movie bosses or whatever, you can do that. Just know the full team has to be there. Don't waste your limited runs on characters with links at like 4 or 5. You really should be getting them up here to 8 or 9. So this is going to be a great way to just upgrade all of your characters. And then these maxed out boosted characters will help you ride the wave of content, or perhaps lack thereof, going into the 11th anniversary. The 11th anniversary would be the next big celebration after this. Actually, I mean, there's the Tanabata as well. That's coming up in August. So maybe you're going to try to summon for Tanabata, but maybe you don't have enough stones. Again, these characters might be what you need ultimately to coast through the rest of the year. So it is definitely worth going through. We're going to actually do a couple runs here. Also, I want to do a breakdown on what you can get from in here. All in all, if you're trying to buy everything, it's actually quite expensive. However, if you are focused on the link leveling process, you will be able to buy all of it. And don't forget, this is also going to be available in part 2. So during 10th anniversary, during Worldwide 2024, the inventory did update. So not only do you get stones in part 1, but also in part 2. And then the inventory here also refreshes and you get other stuff. You don't have to buy all of these before part 2 starts. You have until the 18th of August. So you got plenty of time. But yeah, ultimately after part 2, this inventory will be essentially doubled. So here's the math on what you need for this one. So you need 200 of the Marks of Mastery to get 20 Dragon Stones, as you saw up at the top here. This is obviously the most important thing. Each one costs you 10. So 20 of them total, it's going to cost you 200. For all 4 Elder Kais, you need 200 more. So that's 400. For the full set of Vegito Blues orbs, it's 270. There are a few of them where maybe you don't necessarily need them. Like maybe you want to have additionals and critical. Maybe you don't really care about additionals and type attack boost. Or maybe you don't care about dodge and type defense. You know, whatever you're after, you could adjust the total price. But honestly, if I were you, I would just get all of them, because that way, if there's certain situations where certain builds are more necessary, or perhaps we get another event of this stupid million arena and you need type attack boost, this is Funnily enough, this is actually one of the most important things now in the game, because in order to do the first million arena, granted it ultimately didn't matter because of modders, but in this million arena that we just had, the best scores out there were only accomplished because of a maximum type attack boost. So if I were you, I would get all of them. These were only unique to the Vegito Blue, but you know, if you ever need to change, you can. So assuming you buy the whole thing, the entire suite costs 270. Same thing goes for the Rosé. Same thing goes for the Int LR Fusion Zamasu. So all in all, this is going to be 810 marks of mastery right here. And then Kai medals, some people may care about this. I feel like beginner players will probably care about this more. You can buy, I believe it's 5 of each. If we go back here, 5 or 10. Scroll all the way down. 5. Okay, I mean, still good. So 5 of these, 15 each, so that's 75. 75 plus 75 is 150. For essentially 500 million Zenny in Hercule statues, you need 2,525. This is the most expensive and probably the least important to a lot of people, especially considering we've got those like Zenny mission rewards for EZAs and stuff. This is probably not as big a deal. But again, over the course of the celebration, if you are link leveling like a fiend, you will definitely get more than enough to buy all of this. Trading items at the bottom costs you 75 total. It's 15 per. Actually, wait. Yeah, it's 15 per. And you can buy like up to 15 of these swords for each type. So we are going to go ahead and buy everything. But as far as you are concerned, if you don't necessarily want to buy all of it, most of it is actually here, which is funny enough. You don't need to worry about these. The important stuff only, I would say you would need to spend 1,200, a little over 1,200 of those marks of masteries. Is it worth it? Yes. You get EX equips for these characters. You don't have to waste other precious equips. Also, you'll get some super attack boosts, and most importantly, you're going to be getting dragon stones. And just think about it. However long it takes you to reach this number through the missions and also just doing the event, just think of how many links you're going to be maxing out along the way. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump through the event a couple of times ourselves. So let me first run through the event here. I am working on the SRs and like SSR Ginyu Force teams. So I've obviously maxed out like the main guys. So this is like the new team that I'm working on. So let me see what my squad is looking like here. Okay, he's almost done. He's almost done. He's almost done. He just started and he just started. But yeah, I'm probably going to finish the rest of the Ginyu Force characters in maybe a day and a half. So let's go ahead and run through this a couple of times. And then we're going to pick up all the missions. The missions do give you a few more proofs of mastery, marks of mastery, whatever it's called. It's just a drop in the water though. So don't think that those missions are going to be enough to carry you through getting however much you need. It's obviously going to be a nice little bump though. So definitely do it. And get those marks of mastery. You know, actually, this is the first time I am actively looking at the event as it runs through, because I just do it on auto. I'm doing other stuff, and I'm just running on auto. Okay. So we got 2 on that run. Also, there is a... Okay, so I guess I should point out, there is a huge drop bonus that we can do. So you know what? I'm actually going to run this back with a drop boosted category team, just to make the mark of mastery farming portion much more bearable. For some of you who maybe just don't care and you just want to get the missions done, let's go ahead and run that back. And the category is Battle of Fate. So if we filter out by LR Battle of Fates, because LRs give us the highest bonus, we got plenty here. So who's the Battle of Fate lead? I actually don't even remember. All right, whatever. We'll just do Fused Fighters. So Fused Fighters, that would be you. Future Saga. Who else is a Fused Fighter? You're a Fused Fighter. You're a Fused Fighter. Future Saga. I guess we'll take you out. Who else? You? Okay. So this is our Battle of Fate team that's also Fused Fighters. So all of this is here. 210% bonus drop rate. On top of that, Oolong adds more. So this right here is great. Oolong is great. Also, the Bola and Vegeta support memory gives you the same effect. Chance of obtaining bonus rewards plus 85%. And then down here at the bottom, we have the green one, Android 18's fees, chance of robbing. What? Chance of obtaining a bonus rewards plus 85%. My voice is tired after a long day. But yeah, all of these are really good. So if you guys are just trying to farm things in general, always rotate between these 3 support memories. And then like as you're doing the event, you'll eventually get more reels to do these again. So let's just run this one and let's do it. All right. We got 2 on the last one. We got 2 on the last one for doing basically just our link leveling grind, not factoring in Battle of Fate whatsoever. So this time around, let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what we get. We Saiyans have no limits. Give it to him. All right. After this, we're going to just clean out the shop. All right, all done. We got 2 last time. Now, oh, look at that. Way more. We got, was that 9? I think we got 9. So, you know, you're running this 100 times at 2 apiece. You got 200 versus getting 9, or we'll just round it down. We'll say 7 at 200 runs. You got 1,400. Wait, is it 1,400? 100? Whatever. Basic math. You'll get more. I forgot what the number was that I gave at the beginning. So, yeah. Now, you might be a little thrown off by how many I have. Keep in mind that for someone like me who is a link leveling fiend, I have been doing this since the last time this event was around, which was the 10th anniversary. So I've got over 60,000 of these. So let's just pick this up and see how much we get from these rewards. I don't imagine it's going to be a whole lot. It's 36. So that's not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but hey, every little bit helps. So with those 36 marks of mastery, we are now going to go into the Baba shop and we are going to buy everything that we could possibly buy all at once. Actually, I'm going to save the stones. I'm going to do that when I actually summon. But we're going to buy everything else. So Elder Kai's, EX equips, EX equips, EX equips, EX equips. I do realize it is called EX skill orb. It's just equip rolls off the tongue easier. Plus, I've been playing Legends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Buying all these. Who is this for? What are we on right now? We're still, oh, we're on Rose. Okay. So we have just bought out Physical Vegito Blue and Rose. Now we are buying the equips for the LR Int Fusion Zamasu EZA. Check out the video on how the unit is. Actually, the unit's pretty good. Just not a slot 1 character, but there was never any need for it. So yeah, very, very good. So we have now purchased what I would imagine to be everything that's important. Don't forget, we'll be spending 200 more right here, but I'm not doing that right now. So our total goes down to like, you know, 59, 58, something. But since I've got a ton to spare, I am going to go ahead and buy the rest. So I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to buy this. You know what, though? I think actually this will be important because with the Zeno button now available in game, I actually don't have. Oh, wow. Wait, hold on. Can I actually buy all these? Oh, I can. Yes, I can. I deleted a bunch of these so I could have space. Nice. We have cleaned out the shop. So if I leave here and then go back in, we will see only Dragon Stones. For now, part 2 will restock the inventory. So there'll be plenty more. But yeah, this is 100% worth getting because also with the Zeno button now being available in the Baba shop, it is a limited time item. It's very expensive. So buying 3 of these is going to cost you a lot. So I actually feel like more people will benefit from taking the time to farm out all of that extra Zenny with the Hercule statues, because whatever you burn in the process of buying those limited items, you're going to want to make it back. And so those statues will help you. I myself have maxed out on most things. As far as the limited time items, these training items right here can be purchased up to 3 times per day. These right here, these are like the fanciest ones. Those 2 medals, the Elder Kai and the Supreme Kai, those 2 are also limited to, I think, once per day. And then down here, there is a little chunk of items. Nurse Chi-Chi 3 times per day, so you can buy 9 of them. Whis, you can buy 9 of them. Kid Icarus, you can buy 9 of them. And Princess Snake, you can buy 9 of them. And then all of these, I think you can spend whatever you want. But yeah, down here you can see, oh, and then the Gravity Chamber as well. So I wish that they would put all of the limited time items in one section, but that's just what it is. So when you are going through this, if you decide to buy some stuff, just keep in mind some of the better items are probably the ones that are going to be limited. But there you go. We are done with all of the redeems. I am going to go back in and continue link leveling like an absolute boss. Let me actually see. What is my power level right now? I am at 14,331,000. I will not be surprised. By the time this Global Dokkan celebration is over, I will probably be around 14.7, 14.8 million, maybe approaching 15 million. I don't think I'll be able to put that much time into it, but I will do whatever I can. I have actually finished maxing out the links on all our characters. I am now working on SR characters. Yes, Toon, you are insane. I agree. You do not need to do this. This is just me and my own weird obsession with link level.
All right.
But that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. In the comments your thoughts on this new Mr. Popo stage. For those of you who might be new to the game, might not have seen this before, what are your thoughts on the link level rates? Have you been taking the time to link level some characters? What are some of your results? Have you bought everything in the Baba Shop yet? If not, which ones are you eyeballing? Which ones are you going to skip? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.